people working on us.
That looks like the pervert.
Stop peering through my window watching me sleep.
We were sleeping and Wobbuffet is literally like...
Worthless, lazy punk.
Oh, we've got a live one. We got a salty one.
Wait, what happened? Oh, okay. Features. Nothing special.
Me 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 me.
Yo 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 yo. What's up, my baby bombers? My name is the most regular Bulbasaur, and that's a Captain Fidget who's realising that you're gonna have to have seen all of that previous bit for the intro to make any decent sense. Otherwise, it's gonna come in with him going. Maybe I'll just do that. Maybe you don't get any more context. Welcome to episode 27 of the Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Red Rescue Team. As always, we are joined by the greatest captain of the 7 seas of YouTube, good old Captain Fidget. How you doing, Captain? I am doing great, sir. How are you?
I'm doing very well, thank you. I be but a humble sailor on your ship. Actually,
that's
no,
not true.
That.
You're my quartermaster.
This is my ship.
Oh, okay.
I'm the captain of this channel, bitch.
Okay.
Wow, that went places. That went places.
I forgot we had people working on us.
That looks like the pervert. He looks like such a pervert.
Stop peering through my window watching me sleep.
We were sleeping and Wobbuffet is literally like...
Wah!
Wah, Wobbuffet.
Oh, this is what you come to Mystery Dungeon for. You all know what you were getting.
You haven't seen it yet. It goes up today on my channel. Actually, I don't know if it's the one that goes up on my channel or if it's the one that will go to your channel this Sunday. But when we met the Wobbuffets, I've given them those cutscenes a lot of attention.
Can't wait.
Nonetheless, here they are. Here's the pervert Wobbuffet. Here's the there was a warning tag on the side of the mailbox. Is there? What are you doing to our mailbox?
We're going to work hard. We'll finish the rescue team base. Rah!
I thought it was the monkey that was doing it. What on earth are you doing? Are you just the douchebag that sits to the side and says, "Yeah, do it, everyone. You're doing a great job.
Go team, go."
Please save my friend. No, I refuse. Right, we need
chestnuts. I don't know.
We need chestnuts.
Yeah? Did you bring us pure chestnuts? Yeah? What? You don't have any? Then we can't work. If you want us to renovate your rescue team base, bring us a chestnut and build one.
Well, there you go. They have made their point entirely clear.
I don't know where we get them.
Is it side mission time now? Is that
so that's,
or is there a main mission that we have to do?
I presume we can only get the chestnuts in Uproar Forest.
Oh no! Yeah. Sorry, I'd gone off the chestnuts and I was just talking about the general story. Like, is it side story stuff to do now, or do we have a main mission?
I think our mission is to get some chestnuts for these guys.
I think that's probably. I don't know if that's what we have to do. I think that's something that's along the side. Like, I think we can do that, but there's some stuff here to do about it.
Grab that thing and it's an escort mission.
Mount Blaze, yo, Mount 420, blaze it.
There's an escort mission in Uproar Forest. You're feeling risky.
Escort me to my love. What else is in Uproar Forest? Preferably, I like to go places where there's more than one thing to do there.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
So Mount Blaze is looking good. That's just this bulletin board. What have we already? What jobs do we already have on us? And nonetheless, my baby bombers, if you're hyping this episode, make sure you slap the living shit out of that like button because, as always, we want this series to do the most sneaking, the most sneakiest series on YouTube, and slip into them home pages, and you can help. You can be accessories to breaking and entering. Accessories.
Okay, so yeah, chestnuts can be found on the 9th floor of the dungeon in Uproar Forest.
I see.
So it has to be
there.
Well,
that's two things to do there, I suppose. Okay, we'll accept that one. Can we take someone to Uproar Forest?
Yes, we can.
Okay, let's do a little faff click for the item management. And there we go, item management. I had a little delayed faff click there because I went to click and then I was like, hold on, I was going to say something and just gone. So I just continued. That must have been Fidget. Fidget must have been like, what on earth is happening to Baker? Did someone pause the Baker? Who's currently got the Baker?
There was a
controls?
glitch in the Matrix.
There's a glitch in the Baker. Yo, it's the multiverse of Baker. Clearly, in a different multiverse, there was a Baker under duress.
I can feel my people calling to me.
That got glitchy. Oh, by the way, Fidget, I've been meaning to say to you, I lost my run last night!
Oh, buddy.
Is it close combat? I don't think it's ice punch. I'm going to Jeff. I think it's either close combat or Mac punch. Close combat. Do not miss. Do not wisp. Do not miss the wisp of wills. We should take this. We should take it. We're really physically bulky. We're Yuckberry. Oh, mate, we take it like a champ. No! Oh, no! I think that costs us this. Oh my god, I don't think we can beat the Electivire now. Because of a freeze! I literally think our run is over now.
Oh, buddy, this is his Radical Red run, for those of you who don't know. It's a very sad.
I'm sure most of you know, I've been playing Radical Red for about 6 years now. We were on attempt 27, and then we took a break, and we came back, and I was like, right, let's have another attempt, and we lost to Faulkner. And then the next attempt after that, Faulkner's right at the beginning of the game. And then after that, we had a run where we got further than we've ever been. The furthest we'd ever been before that was we beat Surge, and then we got through Rock Tunnel, and then lost just past Rock Tunnel between there and Lavender Town. There's like 3 more trainers that aren't optional that you have to fight. And that's the furthest I'd ever gone, and I'd done attempts since then where I hadn't even got that far. So I took a break and then came back to it, lost to Faulkner, but then yes, the golden run got further than I ever did before, got to Erica, beat Erica, did the game corner where you fight Giovanni, which is another tough fight, beat Giovanni, did the Marowak fight, the ghost in Lavender Town is an Alolan Marowak, and it's no joke.
Ooh,
it is no joke. Like it will
Marowak.
it will take mons from you. It's level 78, which is above your cap. So you have to be under level to it. And it has Sword Dance, Shadow Bone, Boomerang, and Flare Blitz.
Yeah.
And it just and Fit Club, and it just one shots everything.
Wow.
Beat that. Lost 2 months to it, but beat that. Went through Sylph and lost to the rival fight. I literally like Radical Red, like this run, I didn't every other run I've been more YOLOing it, but this run, this golden run, every major battle I was spending anything from an hour to 2 hours planning, and thinking the entire thing through beforehand. I was actually being a good Pokemon player, and I think making pretty pro strats and doing really well, the best I've ever played, and thinking about everything and planning accordingly. And I planned out for this battle against the rival and had the appropriate berries and knew I could survive the right thing, and I just needed to Will-O-Wisp this Electivire. I had to hold the rest of the team. It's not a joke team, but I had it all covered, what I was going to do, how I was dealing with everything. All I needed to do was burn this Electivire, and I had a Gourgeist that was physically bulky and specifically was holding a berry that lets you take an ice move because the Electivire had Ice Punch, and I knew as soon as I came in that was its most effective move against the Gourgeist because it's super effective, so there was no doubt it would always go for the Ice Punch, so I gave it the berry so it could live the hit and then get off the Will-O-Wisp to then the Electivire's a joke. It froze me with the Ice Punch, and my heart broke into 1,000 pieces. And then we took so it froze me, so I couldn't get the Will-O-Wisp off, and then it hit the Ice Punch, and we took it because of the berry, and then we took another Ice Punch, didn't thaw out, so we could have missed our first Will-O-Wisp, and then still taken a second Ice Punch, and been fine, and burnt it, and the battle would have been fine.
But no.
But the freeze... and it just ruined everything. And then just to add insult to injury, as the game was pushing on, I'm still not sure I would have won. But I had a Kingler, which was physically bulky, specifically to deal with a Darmanitan. And I switched that in after this happened to my Gourgeist, and I was like, well, this thing's ruined now. I switched into the Kingler to take an ice punch, and it did like 5 damage and froze that. And then when the Kingler came back out to try and deal with something, it stayed frozen for 11 turns before it thawed out.
Oh, no.
I mean, I think the game was already over nonetheless, just from
But it's not the point.
But and even my chat, who are in the most loving of ways, the first to jump on me for doing stupid things, and even my chat were like, "What the?" It was heartbreaking, like literally heartbreaking. I think it's like the worst thing that's happened to me on YouTube.
Oh,
like in game in terms of like. In terms of like this is friggin' BS moment.
It was. Yeah, it's exactly what it was. It was BS. I have something that might cheer you up, though.
Go on, please, cheer me
So,
up.
I was scrolling through PokeCommunity.com last night. Okay? Because I'm looking for new ROM hacks and stuff like that, okay? And if you don't know what PokeCommunity is, it's basically a forum where people, like, talk Pokemon. And they got a whole ROM hack section. And I came across this post, and I want to preface this. This is not like hate on the guy or anything. It's like being 15 all over again. It's amazing. Okay? He created the ROM hack, Pokemon Outlaw. Okay? You ever played it?
I've heard of it.
Heard of it? Yeah, I've heard of it. I've never played it. This, what I'm going to read for you, is verbatim what he wrote the first time he uploaded this to PokeCommunity. Are you ready?
Okay.
Introduction. Pokemon Outlaw is not like most of the hacks here. This is not a story of some brand new region with yet another 10-year-old kid setting out to explore the world. Do any of you guys feel this 10-year-old's is too young to go out by yourself in a world full of dangerous, superpowered creatures? Nor is this some story of some overpowered grunt of some criminal team. I will preface this was written in 2015, so the guy has probably grown up by now and is very ashamed of what he's written here. This is a story of a 15-year-old orphan who is homeless and resides in the slums. This is about his rise to greatness in the Pokemon world. The world in this game is one that should be familiar to most of you. It is Kanto, the world of Pokemon Fire Red. There are some significant differences in the maps. New places, buildings, some places I hate removed. But it's Fire Red's Kanto. I did this not because I'm worthless, lazy punk, though it is true, but because I love Fire Red Leaf Green, and I love the GBA Pokemon generations more than any other Pokemon game, though ORS is somewhat awesome. The biggest difference is the people, NPCs, of Kanto. It's hard to explain, but the people are cruder, funnier, more violent, stranger, and much more interesting, in my opinion, than those of Fire Red. Warning! This game has a lot of jokes in it. Most of it may be interpreted as very offensive. I'm not a hateful jerk or a sick person. At least I don't think I am. Many, of the characters in this world are, but I am not. Please do not be offended. If the type that's easily offended, this game may not be for you. I did make a serious effort to abstain from foul language in this hack. If it was a movie, Outlaw may be PG-13. Quentin Tarantino said that it was okay for a 12-year-old to watch Kill Bill. Great movie. So I guess kids can play this hack. Some will think Outlaw is a comedy, others as maybe a coming-of-age story, and for others as pure crap. Features. Nothing special.
Sold.
Different starter Pokemon. I won't tell you who. Play the game to find out. Tons of funny new dialogue, or offensive boring crap. Slums, poor people, crime areas in many of Kanto's major cities. No crappy Mount Moon or boring Viridian Forest. Major twists in the Pokemon League that totally awesome. Won't tell you what. Play the game, loser. Best parts of Fire Red still kept in the game, but changed to keep it somewhat fresh. Romantic relationship, sort of. You can use running shoes inside buildings? Lol. I know that's not an impressive feature, and that I'm a loser and a horrible person. You're a true outlaw. You don't take sides like a coward. You take on the government, the police, Team Rocket, Silphco, and powers beyond the comprehension of human intelligence. What's not in the game? Anything after Gen 3. I know what you're thinking. I don't hate Gen 4, Gen 5, or any of the newer stuff. I just love the old school stuff more. Please don't kill me. Female character. I'm not a misogynist, okay? But I took off the female character because my story was one of a guy. And making an alternative story for both genders would have been a hassle. So, it ultimately boils down to me being a lazy and worthless. Fishing. I hate fishing! I had a bad experience with it once, and I don't want to talk about it, okay? Sevi Island. If you want those, play Fire Red. My hack ain't bout that. Intentional misspelling. Pokemon. Mostly Kanto, Gen 1, Pokemon in the wild. But you can obtain Gen 2 and Gen 3 Pokemon throughout the game. Also, you'll battle tons of later gen Pokemon, especially later in the game. Here you go. Why you should play this game? It's funny, dude! It's completed. No getting invested into the game and then having to wait for the next update in order to complete it. Then finding out the creator is way too busy with school or work and dropping the project. 3.
Sorry to pause you, Fidget. What was I meant to be doing there, man? Because
Did you get to floor 9?
Yeah.
Yeah, you were meant to pick up a chestnut on the floor of floor 9.
Right, I was just like going through that.
Sorry.
Continue.
There are no complex crap features that lead to game-breaking glitches, crashes, and tons of disappointment. This is a Pokemon game. You, person on PC, have an unhealthy obsession with all things Pokemon. Just play the freaking game. Don't think about it. Just do it. Ignore this one if you're a girl. Your mother, sister, girlfriend, whichever is least offensive to you, told me in bed last night that this was the best hack of all time, and she will cut off all ties with you if you don't download it and play it to completion. Awards! LOL! As if it would ever happen. Worst hack ever, 2015. From everyone on the planet. This is a joke. At least I hope it's a joke. Perhaps it's a prophecy. Reviewed by a few decent YouTube guys. I just love it.
That's incredible. That's kind of...
I love it so much.
Kind of otherworldly. I wonder what the game's like.
I have no
I'm
idea.
intrigued now. I'll tell you something though, that is not the path I thought, that is not where I thought that conversation was going at all when you brought up Coco Community.
Why?
Because I was an active member of Coco Community when I was 13 or 14.
Yep.
And I mean active, and I posted a lot of stuff on there. And I thought you were about to
Search Baker Bulbasaur.
I thought you were about to show me something from the past that I'd written that I don't even remember. I'd like to think I wasn't a horrible person. But I was active in the role-playing, writing D&D basically, but not as a game, just as a storytelling purpose. The Poker Community has a role-play section where someone designs a world and people just write out the role-play of it and go through the story, like being led through the creator, and I used to do those quite a lot. I also uploaded there one of my scripts that I wrote for a modern version of Alice in Wonderland.
Oh, okay.
So there's a lot of and I used to do art for people as well, but back then, that was back in my first stage of learning Photoshop before I did it for a couple of years and then didn't touch it again until I relearned it last year when I started making content.
I have no idea what your username would have been back in the day.
Baker Bulbasaur.
Is it? Can't seem to find you.
I've still got an account because whenever I go on there sometimes to look for potential ROM hacks because they've got a great archive for ROM hacks. I know I'm always logged in.
Search.
But yeah, that's kind of a crazy description. I'd love to know what the immediate comments on it were, in the feedback.
Most of them actually, I think it did all right as a game. I think it won a couple of awards.
I mean, cool, but what I mean is just how people responded to just the way that sort of everything you just read was phrased. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But a part of me feels like a lot of it may have been with the intention of being ironic.
A little bit.
I get the impression in parts of that, nah, you're this, I mean, and he is being quite self-deprecating as well, so...
Yeah. And that's it. I read through it and I was like, this is amazing because this is straight up something I'd have written when I was 15.
Really?
Oh mate, I was so up myself when I was 15. I thought I was the best thing ever. I was that guy who would go onto Facebook and start arguments and then carry them on just to prove I was smarter than other people. I was that guy.
I kind of believe
You
it.
kind of, yeah, exactly. Right?
I've never sat here and thought about it, but now you say
No,
it.
you say it, yeah, you do seem like that kind.
That's not that far-fetched. Hey, bro, we've all got our things.
Yeah.
We've all got our things that were in the past and that we worked on. We've all got our things. I'm not exactly squeaky clean myself.
You can't be.
And there are worse things to be going around doing.
And that's it. And the thing is, we were all young. We didn't know what the internet was at the time. We didn't know it was forever.
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 And we'd be trying one day to launch a platform on it.
Yay.
Wow. Yeah, I was so engrossed in that. I literally went through this whole thing and just like... I remember I got to about floor 8 or 9. I was like, I don't even know what I'm meant to be doing here, but I'm sure it'll tell me when I've got a destination floor.
Well,
but as we learned recently, it doesn't because we've only recently started getting these pickup missions.
did you even accept your job? I know you picked it up, but did you actually accept it?
I mean, who knows? literally who knows at this point. I was meant to set that. Moves. Wait, set.
Who cares? You guys got some entertainment. Baker went on a rant, and I read something fantastic.
Wait, how do I access jobs?
Jobs, other. Listen, others, mission objectives.
Ooh.
Just go. Okay.
What does that mean?
It means you did
That mean
not
it wasn't
accept
accepted?
any.
Oh,
Yeah.
man.
Or you can.
I forget all these things. Try and remind me next time. I'm not blaming you. I'm just saying try and help me.
No, you're good. You're good. We can still pick up a chestnut.
Can we?
Yeah, floor 9, you can still pick up a chestnut. You just have to use the X-ray specs
Oh.
to find. Hey, Mankey.
Said chestnut. Okay, that's fair enough. That's very fluff.
Oh, straight up. Yeah, nice.
9. Right.
Okay,
Okay.
so-
Is it going to be the green one?
I presume it's that. Yeah. There it is.
Oh, that does not look like an appetizing nut. It really doesn't. Oh, my inventory is full.
God.
My inventory is full. Items. Screw it, eat an apple. Why the hell not?
Nom nom nom. There you go.
Nom 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 nom. Oh, hello. You died quickly. You should be ashamed of yourself, Nuzleaf. Ashamed.
A shine.
You went down with little fight at all.
Your silly little nipples did not help you in this fight.
I've got my first game for the new TCL League that I'm in tomorrow. It's partly the same team, few differences.
A few differences. You got Spectria this time.
I did get Spectre.
So nothing can stand in the way of the bunny.
Hopefully. That's the only reason I wanted it, just so that nothing can stand in the way of the bunny. You know what's really funny as well, though? And I don't think they'll watch it, but shout out to Michael Ben, I think it's Beak House. So basically, the story was, after not the Radical Red stream the other day where I lost, but the one the night before.
Yeah.
Wait, yeah. My Monday stream. I got into bed, and because, like I said, I knew new TCL was coming up for Showdown, I haven't played Showdown in ages. Since the last game that I played with you, helping with the coaching. So I went on Showdown. I had a couple of games.
Oh, so I haven't missed any of your other games?
No.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I think one, the one that I told you about. But anyway, so I went on Showdown. I don't think, maybe one you might have. So I went on Showdown. I was like, let's have a couple of practice games. And one sec. Yeah, I can quickly do something else quickly.
Yeah, we can feed the monkeys.
Yeah, with that as well, but I can do an actual mission. So one golden gummy wanted. Please save my friend in Mount Steel. Anything else to do in Mount Steel?
Train at the Makuhita Dojo.
Mount Steel. Is there anything else? Right, okay, I need to go. Job list. Okay, take job. It's got me to my love, okay. Mount Steel, please save my friend. That's what we're doing. I can grab a friend though, can't I?
Yeah.
Cool.
Do you not want to talk to the monkeys?
Oh yeah, we'll do that. We'll do that at the end as the final thing to do.
Okay.
That's more interesting of an ending, I think. I'll go do a quick mission first. So yeah, I went on to Showdown, and I had a couple of games. Where I'm going, Mount Steel. Yeah, and I had a couple of games, and this guy had out Volcarona.
Volcarona. Yep.
Volcarona. Oh, I friggin' hate. And it was up against the bunny. So he had every reason to believe he was safe to turn 1 Quiver Dance, which I hoped for. So I just clicked Earthquake, one-shotted it. And he hadn't said anything before in the chat.
Why would he stay
What are you
in
thinking,
on
buddy?
that?
Because he should, like, it shouldn't really be able to do much damage, and he can... I don't know.
Yeah.
Anyway, he stayed in. Irrelevant. He stayed in. And I outsped and one-shot with Earthquake. Mm-hmm. And he immediately went in the chat, WTF. And I was like, oh, we've got a live one. We've got a salty one. And I typed back, Scarf Bunny, bro. And he went, whoa, nice one. And I was like, oh.
Oh, okay. Fair.
Imagine my surprise.
Wait, what happened? This. Oh, okay.
Cool.
I just wanted to know.
Imagine my surprise. And he was like, that caught me off guard. And I put in reply, see more out on YouTube at Baker Bulbasaur with a winky face. 10 seconds later he subbed. 10 seconds later he subbed.
Sick.
But not just that. I've had that a couple of times before, and normally I either never see them or they unsub or whatever. Yeah, he unsubbed, and then we finished the game, and he was like, oh, that was good. Well, good game, bro. And then he said a couple of other things about, like, oh, I was expecting you to do this. And I was like, yeah. We had a couple of lines of pleasant conversation. Mm-hmm. And then I said, have a good one, bro, and left. And then he was in my stream the next day.
Yo.
And then he joined my and he was like, he was in it for like a good hour, and he was like contributing and like being part of the conversation, like saying, oh, you should bring this while I was like doing my theory crafting. And then he joined my Discord by the end, and I was like, what a novel,
what a
like,
lovely
like,
way of meeting people.
But like, what a surprise on freaking Showdown! Like the thing is that
saltiest
renowned.
place of all.
Like, I spend a lot of my free time. I've got 6 to 7 minutes watching someone's salty rage quitters on Showdown compilation videos. Love them. Like, it's one of the most toxic environments in the world. And to get someone that actually like says, "Oh, cool, you've had a good move, bro," and then actually joins your subscribes and then joins your stream. I mean, hey, I may never see them again, but even if that's the case, fair freaking play.
That was enough. That's enough, mate. No,
yeah, I
that's,
thought that was just a
nice.
nice little story to share. Like they exist. There are good people out there. Like, oh wow, that came out of nowhere. Like an RKO, it came out of nowhere.
Out of nowhere.
So shout out to you. I'm pretty sure it's Michael. I'm the worst person ever, but yeah, I'm pretty sure it's Michael. But yeah, shout out to you, buddy. Shout out to you, buddy, old pal. Right, can we get another one last thing done before the end? Although we've had a lot of comment, it's been a couple of people have said, like in comments I've seen, I know Paul said this, and if someone else has mentioned it, like a lot of this series is kind of just like a podcast,
a little bit,
like with a little bit of gameplay, like chucked in, which I like the idea of.
I mean, I have dabbled in podcasts in the past. It's not easy. it's
I mean, I talk for a living, so, but not necessarily under podcasts. But I'm used to the like just talking a lot and trying to sound somewhat entertaining and telling stories and stuff like that, but just not in that specific medium.
Well, I was watching something last night that was like.
And then the Bake Over Wrestling podcast, my baby bobbers.
I was watching a thing last night which was like, how to be entertaining on YouTube. And I was like, oh, well, you got to change up.
You've worked it out. You've worked it out, have you, Fidget?
No, I'm oblivious.
I thought you were doing well today, darling. I was going to say.
Come prepared. Note 1, come prepared with something to talk about. Note 2, change the pitch of your voice. Just change up the way you speak.
Yeah, monotone is that's the piece of advice I've given people in the past when it comes to like not necessarily under this medium, but when I've coached people on the idea of like when I've gone to unis and given like lectures about like the sort of work you'll do outside when you graduate that isn't like going straight into the West End. And when you talk about cabarets and the idea of like interacting with the audience, a lot of people often come up to say like, I don't like the idea of talking as me. Like I'm trained as an actor and a singer. Like I'm confident to go out as a character on stage, but I have a script and I'm happy with a certain amount of improv. But still but I'm improving as a character generally.
Yeah.
So like I'm hidden behind that. So like, just being me is quite intimidating. And like it's a piece of advice you give. You like you can talk about the weather and sound interesting if you're doing it in an interesting way. And a big part of that is just not being monotone. And it's unfortunately something I see because I do spend a lot of time checking out smaller YouTubers. Even if I'm not in their streams, like, and contributing to their chat or commenting, I spend a lot of time at least giving people a chance. If I've never seen your content and something pops up, I will at least give it a go. And it's a common thing that I think that sometimes I don't say it because they don't seem like the sort of person that would take the criticism well from a complete stranger. But a lot of the time, the comment is like, you're just like, hi guys, how you doing? Welcome to the next episode of the so-and-so. On the previous episode, we did this. Oh my goodness, we just encountered a Mewtwo. Oh, so let us know in the comments down below if you what you want to see for the next episode. And remember to hit that. Oh my god, I'm so freaking bored. And I'm sorry, I'm sorry if that sounds harsh.
If you think that sounds like you, take this as advice, not as a dig.
Yeah, and again, I'm sorry if it sounds harsh, but it is an area that I'm like, again, I'm not a YouTube expert, but like when it comes to like how to conduct yourself and like talking, like I'm a bit more experienced in this, and like no one wants to listen to that.
Well, you're trained to hold an audience. That's where your training lies. So
and you can take it all the way to the simplest form in the sense of like think back to teachers you liked at school. I bet they were the ones that were a bit more animated or had a bit more character about them or made lessons fun in some sort of way or had an interesting way of giving you information. But then think to like whoever the most boring teacher you had was, whether it was
the one who put you to
lesson,
sleep.
The one that put you to sleep. I bet it was because I bet sometimes it was the subject matter, but I bet more often than not it was the way they were delivering it. Because I'll tell you one thing, I hated science my entire school life. But I got to year 10 and we got a brand new science teacher who was one of the coolest, most charismatic people in the world, and he made science like slightly more not only interesting but easier to understand because like that's how people take in information well. Like it's no secret like that people take in information better if they learn it from video games or movies or films, things that have an entertaining concept to them. So this shouldn't be like a big shock to anyone. Like, oh hey, it's more interesting to listen to people that animate their voice and their personality a bit more. But like, I'm not saying be fake. I'm not saying like
but get a radio
not
voice.
Be authentic. Yeah, get a bit of energy behind yourself at the very least, and how to do that however you need to do it. Do you know what I mean? Apples.
I think you need to go down. I mean, I might be wrong. Never mind.
I think you
shut up!
need to shut the. Oh, cat and fidget. The reason I say well, thank the holy Lord for that. This is going to be a slightly longer one. Well, to be fair, we did cut out for a couple of minutes, so it's probably going to be about right. But to be fair, also, the last couple of episodes have been about 27, 28 minutes anyway, which I don't think is the worst thing for a series like this, for it to be slightly under. But hey, you've got a slightly longer one today. But hopefully you were enamoured by the conversations of the Pokemon Ranger presenter post from Poker Community in 2015, or my heartbreak of Radical Red.
Aww. And I'm going to spend many hours later trying to find Baker's old posts on Poke Community. That is my goal now. I must find these.
Some shit, man.
Mate,
shit.
It's like
I was really active on forums from like 12 to like 14, 15. I was really active on forums. I was really active on the Poker Community forum. I was very active on 2 wrestling forums. And I was active on yugi.co.uk, a Yu-Gi-Oh forum.
Okay.
And then I fell off of it at about 15. But there was a period of time where
that's what you did.
That's what I had instead of friends.
Oh.
That's what I had instead of friends.
I feel that on a level.
The same.
Yeah, your forum is just YouTube now.
There you go.
There you go.
Oh. Finally, as well, I know a nice way to wrap it up.
Did you
hold on.
skip? What?
No, hold on. I'm on the destination floor, ain't I? What am I meant to be doing?
I have no idea. You check the mission.
Wrong button. Others. No. Mission objectives, rescue one.
On 7th floor,
Okay,
you've missed it.
But it said this was a destination floor.
No, it said the destination floor was the floor below.
Can I go back down?
No.
I swear it was that floor. So enamored in the conversation was I. Well, there we go. We got a chestnut this episode, my guys. We got a chestnut. We will show
levels.
you feed. Add some levels, to be fair. Oh, hello. We got post. Sorry, you don't get to do it this time. You can do it fresh next episode, but we will do this. Go ahead.
Huh? Did you bring us peeled chestnut?
Oh, a chestnut. We want a chilled chestnut. Chilled chestnut. What is wrong
Peeled
with me?
chestnut. Come on, give it to us. We'll work hard for it.
Baker peeled the spiny shell and handed the peeled chestnut over.
Yeah! Peeled chestnut! All right, you layabouts. Get it together! Chop, 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 chop.
Why don't you quit lounging around? Get moving.
Well, yeah.
We'll get hustling on renovating your rescue team base.
We'll carry the materials and get the place built. Double quick! We'll carry in the materials and get the place built.
Oh, sorry,
we did that.
That one was my bad. And so, return to work. We've seen all this before. What did you do to it? Oh, they didn't do anything. Nothing changed. Look at Boba Fett being a pervert, as always. Nothing changed.
Wait,
Why?
Do you want another one?
Well, that's some BS. We've got some ungrateful mankeys here. Apparently going to need a little more. We've gone over a little bit, but hopefully you enjoyed the conversation, because once again, there has been an episode where no progression on Baker's side of things. We're back to that old standard, but nonetheless, we hope you've liked the episode. Make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you sub to our boy Captain Fidget, and we will see you in the next one. But for now, we're all mad here.